We are ADD. You can be ADD with me. Come on, everybody, now. We all got ADD. Money now. Better not have come here for free. You can't pay the fee. Then come and get some ADD off me for free. I said we all got extra ADD. Come on, everybody now. Hello, ADD world. Thank you, Danny Birdman. Just put a video out and made the old wheel, the old gerbil in the cage start turning. Thank you, Danny Birdman, for that. So, as I've discussed, this will be a rerun, but 99.9 of you never seen my first few videos, only know as much as maybe my last few videos. So, I was prescribed Ritalin at a very young age, at 5 years old. If you don't know that much about it, Ritalin is speed. It's a legal speed, okay? So, I'm given speed at 5 years old. Imagine someone giving you apple juice and oatmeal every day of your life, starting out as a kid. Every day of your life, you have oatmeal and apple juice, and you go about your day. You get to where you now mentally, you are trained yourself. You've got to have it. You live off of it. You're not going to be right if you don't have it. Your stomach's going to ache. This, that, and the other. You're gonna have a mental crush of needing that thing. You're gonna need that oatmeal, whatever it is, right? For me, it was Ritalin. Okay, so this is how I was always stuck behind Ryan, no matter what. When I was one out of most that felt opposite of me, druggy, this, that, and the third. I agree to a point. Programmed at a young age that we need and have to take drugs and are told, and it is embedded into our psyche, into our mind, into our daily living, our lives, everything. It affects everything. Imagine now not having your oatmeal and your orange juice or your apple juice, and if you don't have it that day, you're going to fail. You're going to fail at life. You're going to fail at whatever you're doing. As a kid, it's schooling. Without my ADD medicine, I would fail. I couldn't concentrate, couldn't pay attention. So I would do miserable on tests and all that kind of stuff, and it was bad. And the medicine helped with it. Medicine got me by. So I learned to, like I said, it became a part of my world, my everything. So once again, I didn't even know any of this growing up. I just learned it and found it out, and life is a journey. And so I've seen and learned a lot of this in the past few years, mainly off people like Ryan, other addicts with ADD, that we can all relate. And there again, it's one of the reasons I never chose to bash or nothing. I take a different approach to people that relapse and do drugs. I've been there. I know what they go through. Most don't. Most people have no idea. They just sit back and judge and point fingers. And we got bozos out here that point fingers and are guilty themselves. They throw rocks and live in glass houses. And so all I can say for that is good luck to them. I've tried to reach people. I've tried to help people out, kind of give them a push in the right direction, even if it seemed like I was being an asshole. Take and run with it or don't. So that's where I stand on that. I choose to stay in my own lane. The more I do that, the better off I'm going to be for me, for you guys, for this thing I'm doing here. And shout out to all you people who have rode with me and riding with me. Thank you. So there again, I'm lived a life of seeing and hanging out with and being a person that was prescribed drugs at 5 years old. I took Ritalin from 5 until 18, 19. And that's when I nipped it in the butt. And that's when I choose to take it and life and my problems and took Ritalin out of the equation. I started to go through puberty and was while going through puberty, so you have to change up. You have to come off the Ritalin, starts to do, then you go on to something else. For me, the on to something else was Prozac. I didn't like it. I felt like a zombie. And there again, was beneficial for me. I could concentrate. I could do life properly like everyone else. But there was a major problem. The major problem for me is I lost the ADD mic was gone. Okay? So that's the best part of living for me, is that crazy way out there, from one moment to the next. My life has always been and always will be like a circus, and bumping into people and crazy, insane instances and odds and all these coincidences. 14 videos of nothing but coincidences, and they still are happening, still do happen. Once again, not something that was in the past, something that was in the past, present, and future. And when I started taking medicine, that part, if I get on ADD medicine, that ADD mic, that character, that person, that's a real person. That's the real me. Goofy, likes to cut up, likes to have a good time, likes to pull people's chain. Just who and what I am, and I try to help others and make other people have a good time, like me, like themselves, like to live, like to be in the fact that they can relate with other people, that there's somebody that's worse than them, done and been through worse than them. So that's my main priority and reason I've been here. Mike on Prozac, that all goes away. Yeah, I could do a show, and I could still do, the ADD thing, and probably be more productive at it, and this, that, and the other. But I know to the bottom of my core and bane existence that once I went and took the pharmacia pharmaceuticals, that those coincidences and all that great part that goes on, it gets cut off. Something I'm certain of, okay? So it's not worth it to me to be more better productive person in society, this, that, and the other. I like the crazy me that can just come off on a whim and bust something stupid out and make something out of nothing. And I've made something out of nothing here. So I love you all. I'm at work. There again, this is one of the major parts that play with me and my sympathy for people that have done drugs, on drugs, have a hard time with drugs. If you had any kind of mental problems growing up and they were prescribed medicine, I sympathize for you. If you just started doing drugs just because, I don't sympathize for you. I hope you understand and see the difference. If you, like me, prescribed drugs at 5 years old, I sympathize for you. Wasn't your fault. Wasn't my fault. I didn't ask for it. I didn't sign up for it. So I'm 3 years clean off hard drugs. I do my Cali sober, however you want to label what you were, what you will. I got over 12,000 views this past month. Okay, that tells the whole story. No matter how much I push, and I'm only going to get so far. The world and people are only going to let me go so far. I obviously, for whatever reasons, rub people the wrong way. My ratio is sickening. 17,000 views and, 5, 6, 9 subscribers. That tells everything. The world hates me. Okay, so I've done all I can do. And thank God there's 20 people on here consistent any given day. Could be more or less, I don't know. But take it and run with it. I love you all. See you on the next one. Don't judge your brother. Help him. Help him. Don't judge him. Don't 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 try to make yourself out to look better than the next guy. 9 times out of 10, it's usually a lie. I've been there. I know. When you're putting someone else's down, you got something on your heart that you need to change. You're sitting here completely ridiculing other people and talking about other people and putting other people down. It might be time to look in the mirror. Do you feel me? Stay ADD.